Do 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 do. All right. First rule. First off, there will be no chat room at all from now on. Okay. We will make sure that whatever you want to call it, the enemy, haters, people who don't want to see me win, okay, will not be allowed to talk to me at all. It's that easy, that simple, it's very easy. Okay. So today, while I'm going on my stroll like I normally do, uh, I want to talk with you all about what's actually happening and what's actually relevant. I really hope it don't rain again today right now while I'm doing this. I don't know, it don't really look like it. But yeah, we gotta talk about what's relevant, man. I'm gonna, if I can here, try to delve into everything. Like I said, as far as the steel armor, like I said, it's kind of hard on me. But man, and Daddy didn't raise no, I like my father raised a man, so I mean it. Like it really doesn't bother me. Nothing bothers me, but it's just I try to look out for myself a little bit as far as self-preservation. I don't like making mistakes. It's just how I am, especially major mistakes like that, that can affect me. But this is going to be what it's going to be, man. I don't know. I like wearing it, and boy, does it get a lot of views. I mean, I've formulated this whole thing by myself. I don't know if I need to try to maybe tighten the straps all around and see if maybe if I secure it more, if it wouldn't be moving around so much. But then, there's the other issue when the armor is on too tight. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just keep it like on the second notch and leave it like that and see how that goes. But I'm guessing I'm probably going to go back to the bulletproof vest for now for a little bit. But I'll kind of alternate. It just really depends on what I feel like doing, especially at this point, which is, well, part of what I'd like to talk about with y'all on here today, if I can. So, long story short, I mean, let's just get into it. What's relevant? I mean, these people, and this is all over the planet. This is online. This is on YouTube. But it's just so funny, man, how there was all this commotion over me, and it never seems to cease or end or stop. It's always kind of there over little old me. I'm just a normal guy, man. You know, I'm just me. And I don't know. I just find it kind of ironic and kind of funny. I'm still going through it, physically. And like I said, I don't know if it partially has to do with wearing that or whatever, but I mean, it just looks like Batman, man. I mean, I got it for that. It's designed specifically for that, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I can't find it in myself not to want to wear it and try it out. I mean, it's really cool, to be honest. It's kind of an honor to wear it in the first place, kind of like Christian Bale said it was an honor to wear the bat suit in the movie. See, he said that the bat suit in the movie was extremely uncomfortable. Okay. And he was having like actual migraines from it. Okay. So when a guy out of nowhere, emerges as Batman, what people have to understand is you're not watching some highlight reel for no reason. You're not watching something that some guy just said, "Oh, I'm just going to create this to be cute for YouTube or for a career or for a job or anything like that." You know, I mean, what you're witnessing is an awakening and an ascension. I mean, this is things that I think people knew was going to happen. I know some people did. Um, I mean, we knew it was going to come at some point. Like y'all ever watch the X-Men movies and all that? Well, that's what has to happen. In certain parts of the world, it'd be totally different, random places like here that nobody would think a Batman would emerge, right? That's an awakening, man. Especially when it attracts this much attention, it's attracting the attention of the public. I'm sure of everybody, probably the CIA, the feds, the FBI. I mean, I'm sure they really do believe I'm an anomaly. Um, you know, just me, man. I'm just a normal guy, man. I got a lot of heart, man. I have a lot of mental strength. I'm gifted, but I think most of it is just pure willpower and grit and soul and determination. And I've just always had a real strong soul. It's why I'm able to mix with everybody and get in the mix. It's always been different, man. I never fit in. I never tried to fit in. I've been a standout my whole life. And I mean, I took the bad parts of that, which was a lot of it bad, and I kept rolling. And then I got the good parts of it, or I think the good parts are starting to come. But I mean, I went through it, bro. Middle school, I didn't really, like I said, didn't really deal with anyone, stayed to myself, listened to my CD player, looked like Eminem basically when I was young. Um, I had a literal like Walkman, like the little CD players. I would just listen to my CDs. I love music, man, which is what I'm trying to get back to a little bit. It's just hard because I really need a laptop. That's what I want at this point. I really want a laptop so that I can just, you know, find somewhere to sit down at and, try to do it like that. Or just so I can record, man. You know, on here, like I said, there's too much creative control. You can't make music on here. Um, it's just not possible. You know what I mean? With the way that it works with everything, it's just not set up to do it. It's not conducive for it. So that's why when I make my music, I just upload it to other channels generally. And every time that I try, I notice that it really don't get that many views, or like it'll take a while, and it'll get more views than any of y'all if you put out a track. I don't know what was up with that. More nonsense. People seeking relevance and validation and attention, and ain't nobody. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the truth. Like, I'll do more spins than all y'all put together, yes, but does it really matter? You get what I'm saying? I mean, truthfully, does it really matter at the end of the day when it's not going to be near the amount of views I'm going to get doing shorts? You know, but these people are taking that term crashing out to a whole nother level. And it's just like I said, when you're dealing with brainwashed programmed people, these are literally people, most of the public, you're under monarch mind control and MK Ultra already. So they make these phrases, they integrate them into society. And like I said, I kept telling y'all to quit copying that stuff and that you're lost and you're sitting there, you're already unhappy, miserable, can't succeed, you're not eating, you got nothing going for you. I got everything going for me. Real talk. I'm eating good. I'm living good. I'm looking good. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm content. I'm satisfied. Ooh, ain't that make you mad? Feel me? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still going through it. Honestly, right now, don't even feel good. Just with the same thing I've always dealt with physically. So I don't think that's from the armor though, from wearing it, but I don't know. Could be. No idea. But my whole point is, I got this game on lock, man. Everybody else, it's exactly what they're doing is crashing out. And I think it all has to do with me. I don't think I know, and it all has to do with my success, you know? So for me, it's just generally interesting to watch these people do this right in front of my eyes. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to make a prediction and predict the future again. Okay. If you all keep making these videos, getting on live stream, okay, getting on your lives, and you keep, being antagonistic towards each other and one another, it's kind of common sense what's going to happen. I mean, you do see that coming, right? You do realize that when they have no self-awareness, they can't see it. I'm watching, I pay attention. They're doing lives and they're walking around, and I guess some of them are in the same city. That's just their karma. So finally, people are checking them a little bit and G-checking them and telling them, bro, we ain't having that. And they're not, nobody's really checking anyone. They're all just really cowards. But I'm just saying, when you filming lives in your own city and you're really talking about other people, like, number one, I don't think they're in your city. But if they are in your city, I mean, that's just silly. Like everything that y'all do, it's just not a wise or smart thing to do. Does that make sense? It doesn't have any relevance. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason to be doing these actions. But like I said, this is what happens when people have nothing better to do with their time. Okay? That's the actual reality. These people have nothing better to do with their time, man. Seriously. Okay? So when you have nothing better to do with your time, other than sit there and be crashing out, throwing it all away, because Tyree's successful on YouTube. You're clearly not going to succeed. I mean, it's just reality. I mean, you can't make it very far with the wrong attitude. You can't make it very far if that's your attitude. Like I said, I tried to help all you people, man. Tried to teach you, tried to get y'all out of your little brainwashing conundrum that you're in. Did y'all listen? See what I'm talking about those cars that go by and then they throw rocks everywhere? It's all good except when they start like coming up this way towards, but basically, I don't know. I mean, it's what everybody's doing. It's what everybody's choosing to do. Everybody's choosing to be slow, right? Everybody's choosing to not listen and go the wrong direction. And it's just pathetic, man. It really is. That's what's so funny about them, on this network, these people, I mean, they're literally sitting here, okay, and they're losing it. It's all over me, okay? And then they want to act like people are a part of their nonsense. Look, third party, man. Let me let you in on some news that you try to act like you fail to realize, but you're aware of. I was always the third party. Always, in every situation. Bro, I come from the outside of y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm a street dude. We run everything at a street level. Anybody who ever doubted me, the one thing I can say comfortably is I proved you wrong. I've proven you wrong, and I'm proving you more wrong every day. And that's not why I do it. It just kind of happened like that, and I think it's a pretty cool feeling, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, This is what we went through the first time. I had songs talking about they doubt. I think I should have re-recorded it. I think I was a little bit too loud on the chorus. I was pretty pepped up back then. I almost feel like I had more energy back then. I was younger. Probably did. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting up there, bro. 35. Big 35. I'm about to be what? 36 this year, man. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy how time flies. But you know me, it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's cool. I feel like time is moving exactly the way that time should. Personally, I don't think that life has been too fast or too slow. Uh, I'm just grateful, you know. It's all I can be in my position, you know. If people don't understand it, I didn't expect anything, you know. I definitely didn't expect all of this. I didn't even expect to make it to this point or this far, you know. Um, so it is what it is, you know. Like I said, I mean, just walking like this right now is hard on me because I go through this physical stuff with what they did when they made their phone calls to Seton Hospital. And that's what I'm saying, you know, people don't understand. I mean, you really are witnessing, you know, a miracle in front of you. You're witnessing miracles, and you're witnessing a man that's performing miracles in front of you. I'm a walking miracle, bro. Like, literally, Christina will tell you straight up, she's told y'all before, you know? So it's like, for me to do all I do, it's pretty incredible, man. Like, at some point, I think you got to just call it what it is and say, that's one incredible guy, man. That dude's survived the unsurvivable multiple times and been through hell. And, you know, that's my whole point. You know, everybody wants to falsely judge or say something or put their 2 cents in when it's not in front of my face. And I wish they would say it to my face because, well, I'd like to tell them off, but the right way. See, the reason it angers me, and it should, and anybody should get angry when people make no sense, is exactly that. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have your standards of life. I don't have your standards of how I live my life. You all look at life wrong, and your standards are wrong. It's just that simple. You know, life is short, man. Life is short. Nothing is promised. You know, I looked at the readings today. It was two of them. One of them said something. The other one said, "You're living proof." It was two in a row that were almost identical. Said, "You're living proof that God exists, that God is real." And that's the truth. So at the end of the day, you know, such is life. What is life? What is life really about? You know, is life about, and this is what I represent and what I hope people gather the message of me and my life, and at least a little that you know about it, because trust me, I've had a whole beautiful life, you know. You know, I'm just getting started if I have my way though, but I've had a whole beautiful life, man. I've seen a lot, done a lot. All I want to do is see Christina, you know, with my own eyes and be with my girlfriend, with Christina. That's all I really care about. Everything else is whatever to me, to be perfectly honest. But I hope that I serve as an example, not only of inspiration, but of people to learn what life is all really about. You know, in life, nothing is promised, man. You know, I've, I've, I've taken a lot of losses, man. I've lost a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That I cared about, that were friends of mine, that I was fairly close to. Um, and it's been, for me, I carry a lot of pain with me, and I'm kind of, you know, just numb to it because no human can handle that much. But for me, it's been back to back to back to back to back, you know, and it's something I got to work on. You know, I got to take the time out to try to like feel that for me. But that's what life's about, man. You're human, you're here. It's not for anybody else or their standards or what they say about you. It's the real truth. It's not about people acting like they're tough. When people are tough, man, you can tell who's tough. You know, that's the thing. When you're doing extra stuff and antics, it just means you're raised by a woman, by a female. So you want to act out because you got female tendencies and traits, and you're emotional as hell. You're hypersensitive. And it's a lot of these dudes, especially on YouTube, on the internet, right? That's them. They're not tough, they're weak. Men don't do that. Men are not emotional. I'm a man. Man's gonna walk right up to you and look at you and laugh. I'm a grown man. I don't play these games. I don't waste my time with nonsense. I for sure don't deal with people who say things and don't deliver. You do that one time, I'm already not dealing with you. So the world is bigger than the internet, man. The world is bigger than what goes down on the internet when nothing has gone down. And, that's all I'm saying. Y'all treat the internet like it's a thrill-seeking adventure, but you're not getting any thrills. It doesn't make any sense. You're treating the internet like every day you're trying to create some kind of conundrum, right, of nonsense. And y'all want drama. You want something to watch. But you ruin this network single-handedly. I mean, you know who you are responsible. It honestly gets me so aggravated sometimes it's unreal. Like, oh yes, there's things that make me upset. I'm human. I'm not ashamed of it. That's how it should be. This was a cool network. We had a lot going. Now I'm the cool network. That's why I'm okay with it, because it's like, well, I'm gonna do my thing regardless. But this is the hottest network on all of the internet and YouTube. I don't care what anybody says. My YouTube channel, hands down, is better. Oh, great. The birds are trying to drop on me. Here you go, Batman. Look at the meal I have. Yeah, y'all ate a lot today? There's millions of them, man. I'm telling you, they love me every time I come around. It is not just because this bridge is here. They literally are circling me right now. I'm trying to show you. Look at this. They're circling me. They're not going away from me. They're in a circle just like Batman. It's crazy. I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me walk up a little here. Look at this. They're literally circling me, dude. They're not under the bridge. They're coming out and going in a circle right where I'm walking, and they look like bats. It's crazy. Like, I'm not making this stuff up. People don't get, like, I control the spiritual realms. I control, like, the animal kingdom without trying. It's just something. I'm a chosen one, so I'm connected. I don't got to be in the bat suit. They're still following me. So my energy, they already know who I am, and they pick up on me. So do humans. Why do you think a lot of these people, they stay away from me? I told you, because they're scared. They take a look at my videos, they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know that dude could do that. Straight out, they're like, I didn't know he was that strong. Like, I think a lot of these people thought I was bluffing, thought I was some kind of joke like them. They thought that I was kidding around. Like, no, I'm really the real deal, bro. I'm a goon. Okay? I'm a real goon. I'm a gangster. The type of ones they make movies about. That's what I am. I'm the mob. Mob. You understand? Oh, I love y'all. Y'all be funny as hell on here. They so phased by just a little bit of manliness. It is awesome. I don't even be turning up for y'all, man. If y'all scared already, if y'all actually saw me when I'm pissed off or turned up, man, y'all, I don't know what you might do. Because boy, you ain't seen nothing on here. I'm super nice on this network. I mean, when I turn up, I turn up. Okay? TJ's seen it. TJ's seen me handle, stuff right in front of him. I mean, that's why it's just so weird that, like, I can't deal with somebody who's going to front and pretend when you know who I am. A little bit. You've seen me in action. You know who I am. Like, no, not happening. It's just not. Don't have time. So, and he was on some coward stuff with that. He was like, they're coming in the bar. I said, I don't care. I went and approached them aggressively too and told them, hey, look, I've been doing this for, about 6-7 years. I'm not about to play with them. They said that, and the way I approached them, since I approached them like a man aggressively, because I'm already in the zone, they, kind of responded very nicely and kind of backed down right away. If you don't understand, aggression is a tool. So is fear. It's a tool. That's why I say fear is a tool. It really is. You know. So I mean, it worked for me, and that was it. Like I said, when that's my career, they're gonna take my side 9 times out of 10. It's kind of like even doing this with me being Batman. I mean, do you all understand that all these people already know I do this out here? They have to. So if they know I do this, they've, I'm sure, gained a respect. I mean, that's why they're my fans and everybody wants to take videos with me and pictures. So they gained a respect for it, and they're going to say, if I ever did have any situation at all, whatever in the street or anything, especially with just these little street urchin dudes, they're not going to care. I'm just telling you the truth. I mean, it's just human behavior. I understand humans. I mean, they're not going to care. They're going to be like, dude, that's the Batman. They should have left him alone. You know what I mean? They ain't even going to care. I'm telling you right now, they're not, because they're going to say, not that it would ever happen, but I'm just saying they're going to take my side every time. They are. They're not against me. It's not them. It's all these people from the internet, and it was all allegedly Carly Fiorina, but I know for a fact. You understand? So it's like, I don't know. People know what it is with me, man. People know how I give it up. People know how I'm coming. You know, I feel confident as hell right now. I got more confidence than LL Cool J right now. Real talk. I'm just saying, bro, this is a new day today, man. I mean, literally, they say it's always darkest before the dawn. Boy, is that true. But I feel like we finally kind of getting to the dawn. Slowly, gradually, but we are. That's what I feel. So it's like at the end of the day, that's a pretty cool motorcycle. Wave. They can't wave because he's got his hands on his bike. But yeah, try to be nice to everyone, man. Like I said, today I'm taking an off day. I need it. Got 20 in the box. Let's get those numbers up, man. Y'all need to help me promote this channel instead of just sitting there. Push out the channel, man. Show people around you. Have them subscribe right now. Have them tune in. This is my business, man. Y'all are able to help me. This is the coolest business for that perspective because y'all can help me promote it. And it travels by word of mouth. I mean, it don't get no better. Look, I'm sounding like Cassidy, like y'all. It don't get no better. Our love, it don't get no better. Cassidy, with his singing self. That boy can't even sing. It don't get no better. I always thought Cassidy was kind of whack. Not kind of, very whack. He was cool when he first came out. I'm not going to lie. Well, that boy had it when he first came out with that Hustler, the Problem versus the Hustler, all that with the freestyles and the battles. Like he had it then. I'll give it to him. He was pretty cool then. He was tight when he first came out, but he just sold his soul like all of them do. And that's all I'm saying is that a lot of these rappers, the people who could have gone independent, they didn't know how to go independent because they were never independent before. See, the reason why I'm in a better position musically than any artist in the rap game is because I understand ownership and I'm the CEO of my own record label, whether you like it or not. And that counts for a lot because it says if I get recruited, like let's say they offer me a record deal, I'm going to negotiate my terms. I'm a businessman. I understand my worth. So they're going to have to pay me right. Feel me? That's my whole point. People don't understand how these things work. They want to talk about all of it. What we have is a bunch of clout chasers, all of you. Not one of you are exempt if you have a problem with it, right? Like I said, come talk to me direct. We can do a live whole show about it, interview, whatever you want to do. Because I'll tell you what it really is, straight up, like I've been doing since day one, and you won't do nothing about it. Okay? You're all clout chasers. That's all you ever been. And you're aware of it, They know what they are. They're in denial of reality and everything and who and what they are, but that's all y'all are is clout chasers. My clout didn't come from YouTube. It didn't come from the internet. My clout was in the street. And then I just happened to be a street dude who had a gift and was super intelligent enough to do this. And built a career doing radio and simulated into making videos, and now I'm doing what I'm doing right now. But I've come a long way, man. You know, I've come a long way. We have come a long way, Christina and I. And at the end of the day, I'm just super proud of her. So please hear that, honey. And I'm super proud of myself. I'm proud of us. But this is a new dawn, man, because now I hold the coin. The game is in my hands completely now. Now it's whatever I say goes. Literally, whatever I say is what goes. If I say this is how we do things on this network, nobody has a choice. Now, all you extracurricular activity clout chasers, you could do whatever you want, but it ain't going to fly on my network. I run this network single-handedly. I run the streets single-handedly. I mean, I don't get I'm a genius. I took all this stuff, I learned it. I listened and I learned. That's why I was never really that much of a talker. I just know how to talk on here. I'm always pretty quiet and reserved. I listened. That's how I got this far. That's how I learned all this. I learned how to build my own businesses. Y'all didn't believe me? I told y'all, man, I had lines backed up to Timbuktu in that food truck. I was working till I tried to start at like 2 p.m. Sometimes I started in the morning if I could, and I worked till like 4 or 5 a.m. Sleep was a thing of the past, and I still got some sleep. I'd go get the hotel, take a nap, get some sleep, wake up, same thing next day. And, I was just banking. And this was just recently. It's not like these stories these other dudes tell that they make up. They're just, they're irritating. I mean, they just sit there trying to copy my story, but they never worked or did anything. These people were talking about jobs they had 7-10 years ago and trying to embellish like it was so much money they were making when none of them ever made any real money. There's a honk. So at the end of the day, it just is what it is, See what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't care about nothing else, but, I get honks every day. I get support. I get attention, some kind of support, I just want people to help support financially, but we building already, man. That check's up already around like $6, I think. The next one, I got one for like 155 almost, 154 and some change coming 21st through 26th. These people right now are losing it. Okay, they triggered and pressed. They mad as hell. What did you think you were going to be? You think you're going to be smiling and winning? So like I said, stop with the same nonsense trying to come online and talk some way that you don't speak, right? We already know what you're trying to do. You do the same thing every time. There's no way that somebody can pretend, they make sense or they're intelligent if you're going to repeat the same cycle knowing that it's going to fail. If somebody's telling you, I know exactly what you're going to do, like way ahead of time, bro. Don't even come over here and play with me. That's what it is. You understand? You don't keep doing that. Nobody does that. That doesn't make sense. That is why you fail. You're not equipped to succeed because you can't listen to logic. You have no logic. That's crazy. I don't know how people who have no logic can actually like survive and get by. I really don't. It must be very difficult. No wonder. No wonder they're online all the time, mad, not eating, not happy, not out enjoying themselves, not walking like I am, not exercising, not doing much of nothing other than sitting there and worrying, oh, Tyree's doing this now. Billy, Tyree done succeeded again. These people are hilarious, man. They run the game now. Yeah. I got about one more time, and after that, I really don't got to go out my way ever again. Honestly, run the game. Got everything on lock. I got it all. God provides. We're getting it going, man. Like I said, I still need your donations. I'm always need your donations, but I really do because, like I said, it'll save me from having to go out my way or do more stuff, but probably end up doing it anyway, Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Gotta see how I feel. I've been kind of lagging since yesterday. I'm tired today, man. I'm exhausted, super sore. the stuff takes a toll on you, man. I have a body where I'm so resilient. I could wake up and do it every day, but it's just like, why would I do that to myself, especially with that armor on? But I don't know. I like wearing it. It looks great for the content, and it's just real. And like I said, it just feels more protective. I don't need it. I don't need to wear anything. But I mean, as far as I don't need to wear either the vest or the armor, is what I mean, right? But um, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just chilling at this point. Honestly, I'm lax. Like I said in that song that had the Bane voice, and I said, I'm not trying to get rich quick anymore, which is a lie. At this point, it's a lie. It was true at that time. You know, I built an environment for me to be lax. And see, that was the thing. I'm a young dude. I'm trying to build this environment. I'm working on this. I was doing the YouTube channels. That was one. I think it got flagged and taken down. Same thing, because haters. You know, I've had to start over with this a million times. So don't talk to me about success ever. Yeah, I don't know how many times I have to start over and with nothing. All my hard work gone, and I stuck with this. And see, that's the real success story. You know, the success story, man, I'm sore. I could tell these workouts is working. I can feel it in my arms. That's why, like, I be thin and stuff, but like I walk like I'm Superman. I walk like an ox. It's because like I got a lot of strength in my body, man. Like I can feel that I'm working out right now. That's what I'm saying. That armor, I like it because I train with it. I think I put up the pull-up video with it. All that stuff helps, man. I did like 3 sets of like 50 pull-ups with it. It's just y'all didn't see it because the camera wouldn't stay up. I had it on the water bottle, leaning, and the wind kept knocking it over. But I put it in the grass, that way it doesn't mess up the screen again. Because I can't have it one more time, and I won't have a phone, obviously, you know. So, you know, like I said, I hold the coin, man. The game's in my pocket, bro. I rule the world. Took a lot of work, but I'm here. We made it. You know. So now, it's really just about chilling. It's not even about really maintaining, because end of the day, as long as I'm getting my next check, who really cares? That's the truth. But you know, these people know that I won. I win always. I win every time. I always win against you. You're not a formidable foe, and you're not competition. But I control the game now. I can create whatever I want to create now. Take a video of a ladybug and it makes me money. I mean, people could say what they want, but y'all got to be realistic with yourself at some point. I mean, literally, bro, I could take videos of nature and I get paid for it, which is something I'm trying to work on doing. I'm doing a lot of different stuff, you know. So that's why I started that food thing, because see, I was thinking about the future. Well, you're worried about talking and pocket watching and talking about how much money somebody has and blah 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 nonsense. I'm making moves because now I can walk in any restaurant, and some of them probably aware, and probably because of you. Oh, okay, he's got a voice publicly. I may not want to say the wrong thing to him, because he's going to do food reviews. He might review my restaurant and give my restaurant a bad review. And see, I'm not vindictive. I wouldn't do that, you know, or at least not because somebody just said something wrong to me. But I'm just saying, you know, they told me, God told me, you're going to get paid to exist. And that's basically where we at. So it's like, that's pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, people can say what they want, but I'm getting paid to exist. Like I said, that next check is already around $6-7. That's pretty good, bro, for $154 and some change coming already, and then like almost $6-7, at least 5 and some change, something like that already that quick. I think it's almost near 7. So I mean, we just started, bro. We just started the new check, the new month. What are we at? We're on the 4th of the new month. That's good money, bro. I don't care what nobody says. That's all right. I'll take it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was my only point. It's like I'm sitting here trying to get this business built, and now the only last issue I got to handle is, you know, trying to keep the bank flowing and going, and just hoping that, you know, I don't have any issues with that. If I do, I'm going to honestly have to just not care, probably, because I ain't putting my cash in there if it goes negative. I'm just not doing it. There's no reason for me to do that to myself because I can go get a prepaid card somewhere and do the same thing. I'm not in the business of losing money for anyone or anything, especially establishments and companies and corporations, especially when the government and corporate America stays stealing from you and these fees came out of nowhere. I don't care what they say. And that's what they do. All the corporations, in my opinion, are thieves. All they do is steal your money. It's all they've ever done. So it's like, I ain't in the business of losing money or any of that. I'm in the business of doing me and doing what I have to do. Feel me? I don't know what they're waiting for because I'm waiting for the walk sign. It's going to take a minute because they take forever here. I'm telling you, they do. A lot of them just don't know how to drive. That's why it makes no sense. But like I said, things happen for a reason, man. That's what I'm saying. When you got random people trying to like pass judgment on me, like, bro, I can't stand y'all. I'll be looking at you right in your eyes, bro. I can tell y'all little cynical fools that sit there and you got an attitude and you think you saying, so listen, homie, y'all ain't nobody, bro. Y'all can go ahead and miss me with that. Straight up, bro. Like, y'all, I'm where you want to be, little homie. Straight, I'll tell you, any y'all straight to your face, bro. Real talk. Anybody can see me, bro. I'm out in the street with it every day. This is not fake, bro. You know what I mean? What I do is real. You understand? So, like I said, everybody talks. Feel me? I stand on mine. I'm about my business. Feel me? So, like I said, at the end of the day, we already done took everything over. It is what it is. And a lot of people's fronting and flogging, right? And they fake and they want to pretend like, yeah, that stuff works until Batman around. That's the reality of it. Man, how long is this going to take, bro? Come on. Unbelievable, bro. They really need to fix this, dude. This is insane, bro. I'm going to have to wait for a whole nother one. It's just sitting there not doing nothing. I don't really mind because I'm talking to y'all, so it's all good. I'm getting paid something for it. But yeah, like I said, we just got to stay focused. We got to keep on doing us, and that's about it, man. You know, I don't know what people are talking about, bro. No, none of y'all work as hard as me. None of y'all. I've been working harder than y'all my entire life. I worked since I was 16. I've been on my own since I was 16. Everything I got is paid for. And it's crazy how y'all be talking about what you got. What that got to do with anything? That don't make you tough. Like, you could be driving around a Rolls Royce, but you ain't gangster. See, that's the difference. If you a gangster, you can't care about material possessions. It's just that simple. You can't care. You're supposed to be real and in the street, right? We're gonna take forever to green light. You're supposed to be for real and in the street, right? See, that's my thing, man. All y'all trolls, you want to talk and run your mouth. When's the last time you proved you were tough? That's what I want to know. When have you ever done anything tough? And who are you to try to act like you're going to tell me reality or gauge my standards? Boy, miss me with that nonsense. That'll be funny as hell, bro. It'd be random folks on the street, random folks in all these different places and areas and cities and states. Like, I don't care about none of y'all, bro. And really, they don't be saying nothing to me. They keep their head down. They know what it is. I'm telling you the truth, man. People is just ridiculous at this point, bro. There you go. Time that. Can't wait 3 hours. So yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, I do this for a career. This is my job. I've transformed it into everything I want it to be, like I do with anything, man. If I work a job, I just have to transform it. I can't just sit there and do what y'all do, like on that wage slave stuff. I've never been that person. I'm creative. I'm going to figure out how to make as much money as I can the right way, you know? So I'm compounding ideas, concept, thoughts, and businesses out of this. This is my job, and I love what I do. Nonetheless, even when I'm off, I mean, I'm still technically Batman and technically working. It never stops for me, you know, still doing research, still paying attention, still see what's going on, you know, still studying you. Right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I just got to keep it shaking, man. The hell is that? Hold up. I don't know what that is. Some little tiny thing on my arm. I can feel it. I got it off, I think. But yeah, like I said, they all crashing out. All of them. They literally all crashing out. They crashing out. They don't know where they going. They don't know what they doing. Ugh. They all looking like a deer caught in headlights right now. Like real talk. Like it'd be funny as hell, bro. All y'all is lost, man. I run the game. Yeah, that means I could launch my music. I could use everything to promote everything I want now. I could promote product. Like you don't see me using those little brand store options and stuff they got. Why? Because I'm about like if I do business, I don't go through a middleman. That's what any businessman knows. Like I go direct to the source. You understand? It's like anybody knows that, bro. I don't be trying to sell merch on here. That's what y'all fools be. That's what the penguin was trying to say. Remember, because he has no business knowledge. Talking about you need merch, but no, because merch don't make money. You want to be like them fools that go to these little fake rap concerts and try to sell their merch? Do you think they make any money? Not really. Not much. They don't make a profit, bro. It costs more to make that stuff. Y'all is crazy, son, with the same conventional methods that have kept your people broke for decades and centuries. Why would you continue them? Like, nah, bro, if we do merch, that's just extra stuff. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen no merch store or any of that succeed. Now, we could do it because I'm Batman. That would work probably. So I may look into it now, but every time I try to do it, it stops me from doing it. Like I said, I'm targeted by the government. I've filled out all the forms and tried to do it. It won't let me. I'm telling you the truth. They always find a way to play on my phone. That's why y'all don't get when I tell people don't play on my phone. Oh, that's the number one pet peeve. That's number one rule. Don't ever do that because I already got the government trying to play on my phone every day. No, they do little things with my phone on purpose, bro. Every day. Okay? So y'all better get used to it, man, to me winning. Y'all better understand this is the only definition of success, and everybody else is just running their mouth and talking nonsense, and that's about it. So it is what it is. You feel me? All right. I'll be back in a minute.